manager after a 3-point victory against Armagh, but it was a wonderful first half display that saw the players, I suppose, and yourselves adjust to 2 red cards and still go in with a very comfortable 9-point lead. I think it was at half time.
Yeah, well, I suppose it was down to the work rate, and you know, it's organised. These fellas, I mean, they've been playing together for a few years now, and they kind of know each other, and they know when to cover for each other, and that tips that, you know, it's all that game sense, I suppose, was took into play then.
You look at when we were watching it, obviously the 2 players down meant that you only had 1 man left in the full forward line, and you had to adjust with a number of players coming back, but they seem to be very comfortable in that system, and it's a system that worked very, very well for them in the past. You know, the transition going forward was very, very quick too. So is there going to be a change in style for Cavan this year?
Well, look at it, we're evolving the transition. You know what I mean? We're renowned, as Joe Brawley says, for the Black Death, so defensively wise we can always set ourselves up pretty good. You know, we have been working on the transition and moving the ball forward at pace. But I suppose, as you said, when you're 2 men down, it's who you get the ball to at that stage, when you have 2 extra defenders to run at, which we had for probably 65 minutes of the game. But look, the lads worked hard. You know, some of the scores in the first half were top draw.
It shows that a lot of the national media are talking about the amount of players who have left the panel or retired, and the big turnover, but the amount of debutants you brought on today show that they're capable, and there's lots of good footballers in Cavan.
Well, that was it, you know, in fairness, you know, to Brian Sankey and Liam Buchanan and them lads come out of under 21, they were on the panel again. Liam was not at last, Brian was, didn't get as much game time as we would have liked to give them, and that's what this competition is about. I mean, you give them game time, and you know, that's character building for a lad like that to go out in a game like that and have to stand up to that. You know, that's natural league pace out there.
Yeah, you look at young Tom Hayes coming on, getting 2 vital. The first one surrounded by 3 Armagh players, but he's a great turn of pace.
Yeah, well, look, we needed the score at the time because it was keeping that 7-point gap in it, which meant that we were always going to have to look for goals to win the game. And you know, Tom is one of those kind of players who has that little bit of extra power in his leg, and which I was delighted for him, because in fairness, the last couple of games he would have played with the ball might have dropped a little bit short, but you know, it's a confidence thing with him, and that's what I said about forwards. And Tom has been doing a lot of work in the last 3 weeks on his shooting, and it showed. Just
on the panel itself, there's a couple of players that weren't there available today: Shawnee Johnston, Groden McKiernan, just to name a couple. But can you give us any injury updates, or why? Well,
Gerard picked up a niggle again. Tony Gall played a challenge the other day. He picked up a niggle and that left him out for a lot of weeks. Shawnee's only on his way back, you know, and you know, I'm a little bit, I shouldn't say worried, but the media's infatuation with Shawnee. In fairness, I mean, I think they need to leave him alone and just let him get back and let him play football and show the football that he can be. And rather than, you know what I mean, I seen the headline was Shawnee's not fit to play for Cavan today, but Cavan's not about any one player, as you see now today. It's about a group.
Yeah, it is, and looking at the panel, there's a few players. People are still talking about trying to get back in. Is it an open panel? Can people get back in if they go out and perform well in the early stages of the club season?
It has always been an open policy with us. We have never closed the door to any player who wants to play for Cavan. Once you show that desire and commitment you want to, we will always give people chances, and we've always done that.
Yeah, it was worked well today. So Terry, congratulations. Thanks a million for talking to us.
Thank you.
Good man.